could absolutely get lost in her chant.
It's
Hello, Discord is woke up live with the Shaman.
Hi,
Woohoo!
everybody.
Welcome,
Hi.
welcome. Alright, I gotta do my disclaimer. Hello everybody, welcome to Live with the Shaman. If you don't know, you will know. You need to know. This is a kinda sorta adult channel where we might use rough language, and we will most likely cover topics that are not necessarily politically correct. Welcome to Shamanism. Not a whole lot politically correct about us anywhere. If you're watching on any of our archived channels, which we have a boatload of them now, in Facebook over on the left hand side, you're going to see today's topic. You're going to see a never expiring Discord, and you're going to see the new LBRY.TV link. I've been playing with LBRY.TV for the last couple of weeks, and I'm relatively impressed with it. It's a open source system that is really kind of cool. You can donate Bitcoin, you can watch different things, do different things over on LBRY.TV. So anyway, if you decide to check out our channel over there, the link is there, and it is still under construction, so there will be changes a lot. Anyway, what it would appear Cindy gave us our topic for today: global warming and climate change. Is there a damn thing shamans can do about it? What do you think?
Locally, yes. Worldly, if everybody tries, possibly.
logistically no.
Yeah, logistically, no.
All we can do is do our part.
Until humanity comes to the understanding that what we're doing to Mother Earth is destroying her, it'll never change.
Well, you see, I have an interesting theory to that. I don't think we're destroying Mother Earth. We are destroying our ability to survive on this planet.
Yeah, that's true.
And you know, the fascinating part, at the time of this video, April 19th, 2020, we are in the grips of the worst pandemic that this country has seen in 100 years. The fascinating part, though, coming at it from my standpoint, and not just me, but millions of people the world over, if you look at photos, if you look at Google Earth, especially live presentations of Google Earth, of places like New York, Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, I could go on and on, New Jersey, any place where there is a really big city, with the sheer lack of motor vehicles and motorized transit on the roads, the proof's in the pudding. You take human beings out of the mix, Mother Earth is fine. So I don't really think we're destroying Mother Earth as much as we are destroying ourselves. But then, have humans not always been on the path of self-destruction? What do you think?
It's funny you should mention that. In nature, there is always equalizing factor.
Mhm.
You take the predominant predator. Let's look at the sea. The shark, the predominant predator. He keeps the masses checked. On land, you have your predominant predators. You have your lions, you have your eagles, you have your, the predominant predators. They keep the population in check.
Mhm.
There is no predominant predator for humankind except the virus. Nature has a way of creating something that maintains the levels of population.
Mhm. Yeah. And to be quite honest, and like I say, again with the disclaimer, we are a shaman program and we cover things that are not politically correct. So here's the thing, my point of view. When it comes down to it, if humans are not killing each other off fast enough, then like Lester said, Mother Earth's going to step up and take up the slack.
True.
I mean, let's you know let's be real. Humans make war. It's a fact. Um, you get these pompous ass little gits that go, I want what he's got, so I'm going to take my gun and I'm going to go get it.
Bust out that redneck.
Right. But we've got governments doing that shit and have for thousands of years. Governments sit back and they're like, I don't like the way he lives. I'm going to bomb his ass. Well, if you take a look at the amount of pollution, if you will, that comes off of every bomb that explodes, and we're not even chomping back on what it takes to build them. Like I say, you take humans out of the mix, Mother Earth's gonna survive. She's gonna do what she does.
Well, that's like all the, what was it? China started the epidemic. So
No.
it's, well, anyway, the epidemic's wiping Mother Nature's having it, I know it might be man-made, but look at it go. It's cleaning house.
Well, I mean, the one thing I refuse to allow this channel to get off on is a conspiracy theory.
Well, right. It started somewhere, but it was, don't know if it was man-made or what, but it's like the floods and the hurricanes and the tornadoes and then the floods over in China that had the typhoons. Every year, it seems like the global weather is getting worse.
Well, if we take a look at the science has proven that COVID-19 jumped species 3 times.
Really?
Yes. They are trying to pinpoint. They think it came from bats. And
COVID virus has been around for years. Dogs get it, cats get it.
Yep.
Every animal on the planet gets
Yep.
COVID.
Yep. And like
It
I
was
say,
just a matter of time before humans got it.
right. And that's the whole goddamn thing. The virus has jumped species 3 times. Animals have always had it. It jumps to humans. Well, earlier this month, a human gave it to a tiger.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a proven fact. Human, one of the tiger handlers in one of the zoos, caught the COVID-19 virus from his handler.
Wow.
There in Sioux, the rest of the tigers caught their strand of the coronavirus that the COVID-19 come from. Now, you can research that scientifically, do whatever the hell you want to, but we're using COVID-19 simply as a reference, okay? Climate control and global warming. It would require, in my opinion, I have no science to back this up, but in my own logic, it would take 75 to 80% of the global population doing their part logistically. Stop using fossil fuels, stop driving motorized vehicles, stop using air-conditioned homes, stop burning coal. I'm not getting rid of my air-conditioned home. Fat boy don't like to sweat.
And not going back to riding horses.
I would if I
Well,
could.
you know, I grew up in a time when air conditioner was not a mandatory thing. I mean, we didn't have an air conditioner in our house until I was like in my teens.
Oh no, dude! Air conditioning when I grew up was a luxury.
Yeah, it was a luxury. It was not a necessity.
Nope.
Just like the TV. We had a TV. It was a black and white. And color TVs came out. Well, that was a luxury. Wasn't a necessity.
Yep. I helped my grandparents carry in the first color TV.
You know, as a culture, we have become spoiled rotten.
Spoiled rotten brats. Yeah, we are.
We want the convenience. Look at this new thing that they're talking about. Human beings putting chips. Everybody's going to be required to have a chip in their hand.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. They can shoot me before they put a chip in my hand.
Well, now see, bro, I'm actually kind of okay, but you got to understand. I'm a server network engineer. I work in IT, and if you've
Yes, it
ever,
would make your job a little bit more convenient.
oh boy, would it? Then I wouldn't get 60 freaking calls on Monday going, "What's my password?"
Yeah, because everything would be programmed into your chip. My problem with that, though, is whenever there is a chip put into something, somebody always comes up with a chip reader that steals information.
So
So,
don't put bank account information in it.
but that's what everybody's going to do.
Well, that's up to them.
It's like your bank card. They put a chip in your bank card.
Yeah.
It was hard enough keeping that damn number secret to begin with.
Well, see, here's the thing with the chip and pin system. I studied it for years over in the UK while they were on it, a good 5 years before the US even thought about it. And chip and pin is a hell of a lot more secure than an RF strip. I mean, all somebody's got to do with an RF strip is walk up and pat you on the ass, and they've got your RF unless you're using a shielded wallet.
Right.
A pin, you can't do that. A chip, you can't do that.
But isn't the RF strip still on the back of the cards?
Oh, they are, for now, because people are too stupid to know how to live without them.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. This, to me, is, and I hate to sound like that one of them conspiracy theorists, but Big Brother sees enough as it is.
Well, and it still also really actually comes back to um, the whole global warming conversation. I mean, let's think about it this way. We Everything that we do, everything that we use, plastic ATM cards, digital readers that are made of plastic, um, all of the rare metals that are used for the computer industry. Now, and get me wrong, I'm not a radical that thinks all computer industry needs to be eradicated. Hell, if I was going down that road, I'd seriously be in the wrong job.
Yeah.
But even still, when I was a mechanic, Lester, you remember me when I was a mechanic and in the auto parts. But even still, the products that human beings use on a daily basis, and and the topic is there anything that shamans can do? No. Not me. Not you. Not you that's watching the broadcast by yourself. It takes a unified effort. And, like we talked about earlier, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, Mother Nature, and all of her subsidiaries therein.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We have a strange looking bird over here that we've never seen before. It's orange and black.
Probably an Oriole.
An Oriole. Yes, thank you. That's it. It's an Oriole. I've never seen one over here.
Okay, so I got the dawn in the headlights look going here. The last time I heard of an Oreo was a cookie. Oh, that's Oreo.
Oriole, as in the sports team Orioles.
There's a sports team named Oriole.
Yeah, and it was at the Hummingbird Feeder. Yeah, Oriles. I can't even spell it. Shit. You got them in the morning.
But no, there is nothing a shaman can do. It requires not just shamans, it requires people. I mean, one of the commercials done in the the 70s, I think, or 80s, of the Indian chief that's standing up on a hill looking down across a polluted river connected to a plant.
Yep, that was back in the 70s.
That was in the 70s.
I remember those commercials where the tear would roll down his cheek.
Yeah, yeah. And back in the 70s, I was young, and that made a hell of an impact on me, because I'm like, they're right. We humans are going to pollute ourselves right out of population.
Yeah, it has to be a coordinated global effort. The nation just can't do anything about it. We had the big movement of global warming with, I forgot which one of the vice president, but the United States itself cannot do anything unless other countries agree to do it.
Yeah.
And as long as China's going to keep pumping their stuff up in the ozone, and Saudi Arabia is going to keep pumping their stuff up in the ozone, it's a moot point unless it's a global coordination to decrease the types of pollution that we are creating, it's going to be a never-ending cycle.
Yeah.
Look at the Pacific Ocean. All this we're talking about plastics.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the
There are
plastic
sections of the
reef.
Pacific Ocean that look like a graveyard of waste.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
That's like the Humane Society or one of the organizations goes down to the beach once, twice, 3 times a year, and they're picking things up, like plastic stuff, and they find some animals caught in it.
Yeah.
Like Coke can stuff.
straws stuck in the nostril of a turtle.
We found one that had the Dr. Pepper bottles, the plastic rings. They were caught in one of the birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, on
that and the old 6-pack holders.
Oh yeah.
I get the Coke bottles. I break those up now when I throw them away.
Yep. Take scissors and just cut them.
But see, here's the whole point. Cindy, you do your point. Your part. Clint does his part. Lester does his part. I do my part. Debbie does her part. If enough people show enough people, and it suddenly is not funny. And see, here's the thing. Kids coming up, if we show kids, it's not funny to throw a Coke bottle out the window. It's not funny to drop a gum wrapper on the ground because you're too freaking lazy to put it in your pocket and throw it away. I've seen videos on YouTube where I almost fell out of my chair laughing, where people have thrown a lit cigarette butt out of their car on the ground. Somebody will get up out of their car, go grab that lit cigarette butt, and thump it back through the window, the little crack that all smokers have on their windows. I used to do the same thing. Thump it back in the car, a lit cigarette. I think that's funny as hell. We got to do our part. And I mean...
Oh, always. It's like aluminum cans. I collect those. I'll throw them away.
Yeah, you know, people have screamed about recycling cardboard. Cardboard is one of the easiest of the papers to recycle. But has anybody ever tried to find a recycling location for cardboard?
That's hard.
It's basically industrial. It's not for individuals.
Yeah, but no, even still, up here in north central Texas, we have found places that will take cardboard recycle. They charge you by the pound.
I don't know how much longer I'm beyond. There's lightning storm hitting close to the house.
Oh, that's right. We're probably about done anyway.
Okay.
So, yeah, really, I mean, come on guys, we could go on for hours about this topic. But at the end of the day, and whoever is watching our pre-recorded broadcast later, it's your responsibility to do something. You know, you don't sit in your armchair saying somebody needs to do something about this shit.
If everyone would do their part,
Yeah.
it would get accomplished. The problem is there are some people that will not do their part.
Well, that's because it doesn't affect them, or they don't think it does. They don't think it affects them personally.
Right. Or some just don't give a flying fuck.
Well, yeah, or some are listening to the government at the time going, oh, well, that's a farce. It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Global warming's not real. The changing weather patterns aren't real.
The melting polar caps are not real.
Oh, no, no, that's all fake. That's what they call it. That's photo editing the Arctic global caps. Yeah. Rising sea levels along the New York Bay. That's not real. No, that's people reading the measurements wrong.
Yeah, that's just a tattle in flux.
Right, right, right. And this is all shit we hear on a daily fucking basis from government.
Right.
So,
If you take Miami, for instance, a city that was built at ground level, they constantly fight the flood, the rising water.
mhm.
You would think after so many years of doing this, they would come to the realization that it's going to flood. Get the hell out.
Well,
Well, look at New Orleans.
I started to say, come on, Lester, New Orleans.
Well, New Orleans, New Orleans was built on a swamp. God damn it! Come on,
Right,
people.
under sea level.
That's like
Yeah,
here in
in a
Port
boat.
Arthur. I've seen Port Arthur and stuff. They had that breakaway, whatever you want to call it, seawall. It's not working anymore. People are being bought out by the city of Port Arthur to move.
Yeah. So,
Even in my town, my little old bitty town, we have the Mermentau River that passes right by us.
I'm on my phone now. I'm okay.
Every time we get a storm or we get a shitload of rain, it's gonna flood. No amount of pumps, levees, or anything can change that fact. We live in a swamp. There are swamps surrounding us.
mhm.
You either deal with the fact that you're going to get wet or you move.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, take a look at people in Tornado Alley in the northern central states.
Oh boy.
We lived in Hurricane Alley. Hurricane Ike took us out. We moved like a big dog. So, we have to do our part. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to do your part. It's not a shaman, huh?
We Cajuns are either stupid or crazy, one of the two. We will not give up. Look at Cameron.
Dude, man, I love you, but I get it because I grew up in South Central Texas and it took a hurricane to blow our ass up here, so I can't say anything.
Cameron gets wiped off the map about once every 5 years, and they rebuild it every time.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, at the end of the day, folks, it's your responsibility. It's not someone else's responsibility. It's your, mine, us, them, global responsibility of human beings. If you want to change the status quo. Littering and fluorocarbons and global warming and all the rest of it, it's not going to change until we make it not cool to do that shit.
Yeah.
Well, folks, I'm going to let you bugger off and enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm going to get these videos converted and uploaded. As always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week here on Live with the Shaman. Have a great week. Look, hey, listen, seriously, stay safe out there. Don't forget your face mask and your gloves, and wash your hands. You know, wash up, definitely. Stay safe. We'll see you next time here on Live with the Shaman.